What happened before the pandemic?
Manny's gonna fight Tank after that.
How would they fight? Tank's 135 pounds.
Catch weight, 43, 44. Yeah.
Who wins that one?
I think Tank.
WBC shouldn't have sanctioned this fight. This is something that Manny Pacquiao shouldn't be allowed to do, but he's doing it. They're probably gonna make a lot of money off of it. It's gonna be a business success. But the fight is.
You keep talking about Gervonta Davis as a possible fight, man. You like that fight because he's little, like he's your size.
I like that.
Fire the core narrative. Manny Pacquiao, 46 years old, a legend and 8-division world champion, is aiming to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, the undefeated knockout artist, in a clash that's part spectacle, part legacy, and all risk. Many see this as a cash grab or gimmick fight, while others frame it as a legitimate 50-50.
I'm just going to rub it in. Pause. I remember saying when Tank couldn't get a fight in, I was saying Shakur shouldn't have signed that deal with Matchroom if he wanted to fight Tank. Lomachenko, I said he ducked. But then when he couldn't find a fight, I said, hey, fight Manny Pacquiao. The reason why I said fight Manny Pacquiao at 144 was, number one, you can get the sensationalism and the crazy hype shit of a Jake Paul fight, right? It got the money grab on it. On top of that, though, he can prepare for 140 by fighting Manny at 144, get a training camp in at your weight class. Then he could come down from 144 and fight Tio at 140. Everybody said that don't make sense, Biz. Can't fight Lamont Roach, take a knee, draw, grease in the eye.
50th legacy bout, despite the age gap. Critics are concerned about Manny's health and believe it could be dangerous, especially after a tough fight with Mario Barrios. Pushpin key talking points. White heavy checkmark why it could make sense. Financially massive, think Jake Paul level hype, but with elite talent. A legend vs a current star, these matchups almost always draw attention and pay-per-view buys. Strategic for Tank, a win over Pacquiao, even an aging version, enhances his mainstream legacy. Preparation path. A fight at 144 could condition Tank for a later 140 title unification, e.g., against Teofimo Lopez. Crossmark why it's problematic. Pacquiao's age and layoff, 46 years old, hasn't fought.
Explosive lightweights of our time, Gervonta Tank Davis against one of the most feared and ferocious explosive lightweights in history, Manny Pacquiao. Both men are southpaws and use genius traps to get their opponents to drop their guard and set up hard punches that end the night. While Manny Pacquiao was more of a volume puncher, we all know Gervonta Tank Davis was a one-punch knockout artist. Manny Pacquiao also had to chop trees down because he went up in weight throughout his career. Gervonta now is still at what looks like is his natural weight, so he's still able to use that power. Both men used amazing angles. Both men also used amazing momentum punches, meaning they would wait till the last second and then step in and catch the opponent coming at them, and it'd be like a high-speed collision. Tank Davis was great at creating openings to land that one-punch eraser, while Pacquiao created openings in a different way. He would do it by throwing lots of punches and really throwing variations from head to body, but the result would be the same. Both men would stop or knock out their opponents. If prime Pacquiao fought prime Tank Davis at 135 or 140, who wins? Tell me in the comments.
Since losing to Ugas in 2021. That's a long time in boxing years. Tank's prime power versus Manny's faded reflexes. The risk of a dangerous KO is real. Skipping the line, many believe Pacquiao doesn't deserve the Barrios fight, let alone Tank, after such a long hiatus. Style clash breakdown. Category Manny Pacquiao Gervonta Tank Davis. Style high volume, fast hands, angles patient, explosive counterpuncher. Power accumulated damage, speed-based one-punch KO power. Footwork relentless lateral movement, calculated positioning. Experience 72 fights, legendary resume undefeated, but fewer elite names. Chin durable, but tested unproven vs aging legends. Boxing glove prime versus prime fantasy match, 135 to 104.
As a cash cow, as a star attraction, as something like a pro wrestler to an extent. You ain't gonna get the fights you want with this dude. You gonna get him fighting Mexicans and gimmick fights like this. Now, the sad part in all this is, in my opinion, is this fight is crazy enough to happen. It's going to make a lot of money. It's going to do good sales. But not only is it box office and big business, in my opinion, if promoted right. Looking at this motherfucker's resume, this is probably his toughest fight, in my opinion. A 45-year-old Pacquiao will be the closest thing to a 50-50 fight Tank's been in. And that's sad. That's fucked up. but it's the absolute truth. This is the closest thing he's been into a 50-50 fight, a 45-year-old Pacquiao. Me personally, I don't know what Pac-Man has left in the tank for me to say that this is going to be competitive. It comes to age, speed, and reflexes are the first thing to go. Explosiveness are the first things to go. So, off youth and explosiveness alone, Tank should be able to beat the old man. But the fact that this is even up for debate is sad, man. Like I said, stop looking at Tank as a star as a regular fighter. Look at him as an attraction. When he fights, expect to see the bitches come out. Expect your casual friends to hit you up, talking about parties and
40 pounds. Most boxing experts would pick Prime Pacquiao at lightweight, 2008 to 2010, over Tank. He was faster, sharper, and had fought better opposition. Modern Tank vs aging Pacquiao, 2025. Most lean Tank by KO or TKO, but not without recognizing the wildness of a 46-year-old even being competitive in this conversation. Microphone community sentiment. This is Tank's toughest fight, and it's a 45-year-old Manny. That's either a damning critique of Tank's resume, or a testament to how good Pacquiao still is, depending on your view. Manny's fighting for legacy. Tank's fighting for legacy and leverage. This bout has far-reaching promotional and narrative consequences. Crystal Ball final thoughts. If this fight does happen after Barrios,
I think I could take a lot from that fight, actually, man. You know, like the way Tank, you know, the way he closes his distance, you know, the way, you know, like he worked off his speed, you know, similar size. I think Pacquiao might be a couple inches taller. But yeah, man. So like again, all those fights, you know, they're like prepared me for this moment. You know, I got me ready for this fight, and yeah, just going back, you know, taking what I can, you know, from those fights as I always have, and then, you know, just work on everything.
Expect massive sales, split public opinion, criticism of boxing governance, casuals and hardcore fans uniting to watch. But also, don't expect it to be purely sport. This is sports entertainment, a spectacle rooted in the past, yet fighting to be part of the present. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel.